Thank you for convening this meeting to bring attention to a crisis of unimaginable scale. I also thank Undersecretary General Fletcher and Assistant Secretary General Poby for their briefings on the horrific situation unfolding in Sudan. For over 900 days, the civil war in Sudan has engulfed the nation, and the suffering of the Sudanese people has deepened by the day. Meanwhile, the situation in al-Fashir has grown even more dire. The United Arab Emirates condemns the heinous attacks against civilians in al-Fashir in blatant violation of international humanitarian law. We call on the RSF to ensure the protection of civilians and humanitarian personnel. We call on the international community to ensure that all perpetrators of atrocities are held to account. With millions of Sudanese caught in the crosshairs of war, we join the international community's demand that both warring parties, the SAF and the RSF, exercise full restraint and cease all targeting of civilians. The warring parties must fully comply with international humanitarian law, including providing humanitarian corridors and safe passage, and allowing and facilitating rapid and unhindered humanitarian aid at scale for all who are bearing the brunt of this war, particularly women, children, and the elderly. At a time when famine is spreading, it is more important than ever that assistance reaches people throughout Sudan and that the UN be allowed to do its job. The UAE commends the leadership of the United States for convening the Quad, which provides a robust platform to end the conflict in Sudan. The UAE reiterates the Quad's call for a humanitarian truce in Sudan to lead immediately to a permanent ceasefire. We must not allow the humanitarian situation to worsen, nor can we allow these atrocities to be overlooked. The perpetrators of these crimes must be held accountable. Mr. President, recent developments have once again revealed an undeniable truth. The path to peace cannot be forged on the battlefield. The unfolding horrors on the ground reaffirm that the only viable solution lies in a genuine transitional process, one that leads to an independent civilian-led government that is not controlled by either of the warring parties, one that leads to a Sudan that is safe for all its people, free from extremism, terrorism, and racially and ethnically motivated violence. We call on the Council to apply pressure on the warring parties and use all its tools to compel them to return to the negotiating table with a genuine commitment to seek peace. Mr. President, the UAE has stood in solidarity with the Sudanese people for decades, and we will continue to do so. Today, we are announcing an additional $100 million to support life-saving humanitarian operations in al-Fashir. The UAE will carry on supporting regional and international efforts to achieve a ceasefire and to finally deliver the peace, stability, and security that the Sudanese people are calling for. Thank you, Mr. President.
Я благодарю представителя Объединенных Арабских Эмиратов за его выступление. Представитель Судана попросил